The foul by Lewis to go to this triangle in two.
I love this concept. Usually in a triangle in two, you're taking out two of the other team's best guards. But in this case, they're taking out the best player in Jared Sullinger and the best guard in Trey Burke. And it looks like Coach Steve Smith is going to stay in this defense the whole game. Jared Sullinger looks a little bit frustrated to me because he usually touches the ball more often than this, so he has to adjust.
Well, I would definitely stay in this defense. If I'm Oak Hill, you have a 5-point lead. Sullinger's attempted one shot for the first nearly 12 minutes of the game.
But the problem this defense creates for Jared Sullinger, it creates opportunities for other players at Northland High School.
J.D. Witherspoon comes back into the game, replacing Keyshawn Lewis. Witherspoon, the teammate here at Northland High School. He'll be the teammate of Jared Sullinger at Ohio State next year, as both have already signed on with the Buckeyes. They've got a very good recruiting class.
They have a top 5 recruiting class in the country. They also have Deshaun Thomas, one of the best small forwards in the nation. 6'7" from Indianapolis.
Witherspoon again gets contact. He'll go back to the free throw line.
There's a lot of openings in the back of that zone, and that's where J.D. Witherspoon can do some damage.
This is a recruiting class for Ohio State like we were talking about.
What an excellent front court with Sullinger, J.D. Witherspoon, but Deshaun Thomas is an elite small forward who can shoot threes or get to the rim. Jordan Seibert, an athletic 2-guard. Lenzel Smith, just an all-around terrific guard. And Aaron Kraft can really knock down threes. That is quantity and quality right there for the Buckeyes.
Witherspoon now with 8 points in the game. He's got half of Northland's 16. Make it 9 points. Roscoe Smith is back into the game. Thought about firing away right away. Thought better of it.
Look at this matchup right here. Jared Sullinger challenging Keyshawn out on the perimeter.
Good pump fake by Smith. Too strong. Rebound to Lamb. Slayton. Another rebound by Roscoe Smith.
Oak Hill all over the offensive glass. Northland has to start putting bodies on people and block them out.
And a timeout taken by Musa Keita. While there is a break in the action on the court, let's take a look at today's Old Spice High School Showcase Legends.
He is just a remarkable teammate. He's just going to play with his back to the basket. Kevin's going to do his to a ball. Just a dominant post player. There's no one in this game that can guard him. He's unstoppable.
And a good start for Tyreek Evans, number 2 ranked player of the nation. Evans hits. Running, slamming, Tyreek Evans. And that was our Old Spice High School Showcase Legends featuring Greg Oden, Kevin Love, and Tyreek Evans. What do those players all have in common? They're all in the NBA. They were all one-and-dones in college, and they're producing at the next level. Of course, Greg Oden has been suffering through a myriad of injuries through his career out there in Portland.
Such a shame because he's such a wonderful young man who works so hard. He just has to get through a full season without getting hurt.
Trey Burke gets into the paint, then loses it. It's a 2-on-1. And the foul is committed by Keyshawn Lewis. That is going to be the 3rd foul against Lewis, 15th foul here in the first half. 20-17, Oak Hill on top of Northland. As far as this game is concerned here in the first, quarter and a half, your thoughts? Is this what you expected, or were you expecting something different?
Well, I didn't expect this triangle in 2 by Oak Hill and Steve Smith. What a masterful job. Jared Sullinger in 13 minutes has 1 field goal attempt, no free throws attempted. But to his credit, he does have 7 rebounds. He's going to have to figure a way to get himself engaged in the game on the glass some more, and some other players are going to have to step up for Northland to score.
You talked about the triangle in 2. Here you go.
Well, if you freeze it right here, you see number 1 in the white, Deron Lamb trying to front Jared Sullinger. Now you can move it. And then you have a denial right here, but stop it right there. Number 3, Jawan Stating denying right there, Trey Burke. And then you have Deron Lamb. You have 2 sandwich, Jared Sullinger. Let it roll. He can't get a touch. He can't get a look. The philosophy is always to have 2 bodies on Jared Sullinger, which is going to create opportunities for the rest of Northland High School.
What does it say about a guy like Deron Lamb, who's only 6'4", 190 pounds, that he's able to front somebody like Jared Sullinger? And then on top of that, is it because of his skill set or because he has a guy like Martin Zabel, who's 7'1", playing behind him?
Well, he also knows, correct, he has someone behind him, but Deron Lamb is battle-tested. He's played big games for Oak Hill. He's from the New York area. There's nothing that he's afraid of. And if he can stay in front of Jared Sullinger, and they always have a big man behind them, it's going to be tough for any type of post-feed action.
Women's college basketball action continues on ESPN tonight with 2 undefeated teams as number 3 Notre Dame takes on Maya Moore and number 1 ranked Connecticut. Saturday primetime presented by DirecTV as part of conference tip-off on ESPN. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern with College Game Day driven by State Farm. And that's going to be a great matchup there in Stores. There is Maya Moore. You look at her numbers, she's fantastic, but I'm almost more impressed with her off the court than her on the court. She is someone, there was an article written about her in the New York Times this year about potentially being a Rhodes Scholar. She is a fantastic person, player, and that's what you could say about that kid right there, Jared Sullinger.
One of the best, but you can see how frustrated he is. Just look into his eyes, and you can see the frustration that he's not getting the touches that he needs to help his team win. And he's going to fight through it because he's a young man of character.
Jawan Staten gets the friendly roll. He's got 3 points now, a 4-point lead here for Oak Hill. Look at this. Not one Oak Hill player in the lane for the rebound.
Maybe because they have confidence in Jawan Staten.
Trey Burke, a junior who's verbally committed to Penn State to play for head coach Ed DeChellis. Robinson.
Could be goaltending on by Kuda Mesa right there.
No basket. There was a foul. That's going to be the 6th team foul against Oak Hill. So next one will be 1-1 for Northland. That foul was on Roscoe Smith, his 3rd. And Robinson well short on that free throw. Now, you have to remember, you're watching this kid, Jalen Robinson, at the free throw line. You know, he's 6'8", 215. He looks the part. Then you think about it. He's only a sophomore in high school.
Just 16 years old at the foul line, trying to make free throws to help his team win on a national stage.
Makes 1 of 2. It's a 3-point game.
Little 3-quarter court pressure, 1-2-2 by Northland High School, trying to speed the game up, make them turn it over, shoot it quick. Great patience by Oak Hill, not taking the first quick open shot.
And remember, both these teams playing with a 30-second shot clock, not something they usually do. A 3 in the corner by Hornsby is short, and a good rebound going up for it is Weatherspoon.
Love the unselfishness that Oak Hill is playing with, Justin. Always looking to make the extra pass.
You know, if you're Northland right now, you got to feel pretty good about yourselves. You're down by only 3, and your star player has attempted 1 field goal.
Absolutely. At this juncture, being down 1 possession, and your best player is only taking 1 shot, absolutely, no free throws.
Robinson misses the finger roll, ball on the floor. Pishon Howard comes away with it. Oak Hill looking to run. Pulls up for 3, and that one is off the mark. Another rebound there for Weatherspoon.
The challenge for Jared Sullinger is he has to keep himself engaged offensively by running the floor for easy baskets or getting to the offensive glass and even possibly making an assist, just like that.
To the reverse, off the mark for Robinson by Musakeda on the floor there at Hornsby. And Hornsby, he was on the baseline, so it's going to remain Northland basketball. But now the officials want to get together to make the call, make sure they're all correct. The officials, Bob Martin, John Gill, and Steve Kirk. 21-18, Oak Hill Academy on top of Northland here at the Hoop Hall Classic.
Northland's lining up like it's going to be their ball baseline out.
The original shot never hit the rim.
Looks like his left hand, though, was out of bounds while he had possession of the ball. I think that's what the officials are going to decide, did he have possession while he was trying to call the timeout?
And now they're going to go over and speak with Satch Sullinger and explain what's going on. And it looks like it's going to be Northland basketball.
Good call by the official. It didn't look like Hornsby actually had possession, so he couldn't get the timeout.
Witherspoon, the adjustment in midair.
He is a high-flying athlete, J.D. Witherspoon, the best athlete for this Northern High School team.
11 points now for J.D. Witherspoon. Signs to Ohio State, just turned 17. He could really be a junior, not even a senior.
He also could get redshirted one year with the Buckeyes, and he have a chance to work on his skill level as he gets older.
Juwan Staten. The pull-up from 18 is short. Chased down by Keyshawn Howard.